Scott Hanson is the host of the NFL RedZone channel, which is available across cable and satellite TV providers, as well as through NFL Plus and NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube. For more information on how to order NFL RedZone, visit NFL.com/RedZone. Here he is. Welcome back to football season, the great Scott Hanson. Scott, how are you?
Zach, I'm doing well. Happy New Year. Happy football season, one and all.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on. So let me start off with the silly commentary and the jackassery that is on social media today. I saw you on with McAfee. Everyone's freaking out because, oh, God forbid, right, RedZone has commercials, and Scott Hanson's going to no longer say RedZone is commercial-free. There's also this silly fear with the whole ESPN deal, and I know how that's orchestrated. NFL will still produce it, and they'll still run it. But I see Eggface246379 on Twitter goes, this is the beginning of the end of RedZone. You're the face of RedZone. You're the guy behind it. What do you have to say to those people that think RedZone is inevitably going to die with some of the changes?
Well, look, everyone has to make their own determination as to, what they watch, when they watch, how they watch NFL football. I can tell you this. If you loved NFL RedZone in 2024, NFL RedZone in 2025 and beyond. I'm the host of the show. There are business folks that handle the business side of things. I'm not a part of those decisions. I take care of the audience and take care of the football. I can tell you this. There is no one who wants to show you more football than I do. And I will endeavor to keep doing it, and our staff will endeavor to keep putting on what people have said is the show that changed the way they watch football. But yes, I mean, the reality is there are business considerations. This is a business that is being run, and the business folks handle that side of things.
Really not much is going to change to the consumer, correct?
I mean, I don't think so. I can tell you this. If I was an NFL RedZone viewer and I knew, you watch the show, just watch it. Watch it this Sunday. It will not look tremendously different than what you've seen before. Some people, who you call them, Joe XQP38, whoever on Twitter or whatnot, can say something. But if you love RedZone and you loved it before and you love the NFL and you want the comprehensive look at the most competitive sport on the planet, and you want it in the rat-a-tat-tat, all the best forms of it, the fat trimmed off of the games, RedZone is still going to be your place to watch. That's my opinion. But like I said, everyone needs to decide for themselves. And I hope everyone comes and watches the show on Sunday and people can make their determinations from there.
It's also been talked about that there could be a college RedZone maybe coming to a TV soon to you. Would there be a chance that you double dip and you do college RedZone on Saturday and then NFL RedZone on Sunday?
I would love to dip my toe into college football RedZone. I love college every bit as much as I like pros. I played college football. That was as far as my football career could go. But on a college football Saturday, I have a media wall in my house in Los Angeles here where I have 5 monitors on a wall, and I put the best 5 college games on every single Saturday, every 3 hours, cycling through the best college games. So I watch about as much college as I do NFL football, and I think it would be fun. There's some challenges to doing that because there is no NFL. Even the NCAA isn't the NFL when it comes to controlling the product and where and how it's distributed. That is, if ESPN did college RedZone, they don't have the rights to every single game exclusively where they could put on this SEC game, this Big Ten game, this ACC game, Mountain West, whatever else. But that being said, if the folks at ESPN are watching, let's talk. Let's talk. I would love to bring the passion and enthusiasm and knowledge that I have of the pro game to the college ranks and serve the audience as best as I can.
Yeah, and I'd be happy to do it in college as well if those folks are listening. But I will say, wouldn't you be effing exhausted if you had to do that for an entirety of Saturday and then go the next day on Sunday for the NFL? Wouldn't it be exhausting?
I'd love to try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And I have energy where, I'm exhausted at the end of an NFL RedZone Sunday, but I have energy where I like if the challenge was required, and obviously if the deal was right for me to do it, I love serving the audience. And if we could develop a college audience the way we've developed an NFL audience through the red zone style, oh man, it's intoxicating, quite frankly. And I would love to see if I could last through two, let's say they were both 7 hours, nonstop, on a Saturday and a Sunday back to back.
Scott Hanson.
I watch that much football anyway.
Yeah.
It's just like I watch that much football. Like I just told you, I easily watch 9 or 10 hours of college football on Saturday while I'm preparing for Red Zone. Right? I sit at home. It can be gorgeous outside in Los Angeles. My buddies can all be at the beach playing whatever, volleyball and swimming in the ocean, surfing. And I'm like, guys, don't even bother me. I am home. I'm with my research notes for NFL, and I'm watching college football, and that is my comfort zone. That's where I'm at. So to talk about it at the same time that you're consuming it, watching it, I think I could do it. Yeah.
Piece of cake for Scott Hanson. NFC North, who's going to win it this year? Because I think that's the best division in football entering the season.
Yeah, I mean, you could make an argument. I mean, you might have to squint a little bit to make an argument for the Bears with a new head coach and Caleb Williams' second year and whatnot. But you can make an argument for every team in that division that might end up on top. Some people think that the Lions' Super Bowl window is just shrinking a little bit, but I think they're still the class of the division. But Green Bay is right there. The Micah Parsons move, depending on what happens with his back injury, is a sensational move for them that could put them over the top in the division. And then how good are the Minnesota Vikings going to look with J.J. McCarthy? Does he look like a rookie quarterback, or does he look like a second-year quarterback that can make a leap after studying an offense for an entire year? Didn't play in the offense, but studying it for an entire year. It's going to be fascinating to watch. And the Bears are going to upset some people in that division, assuming that Caleb takes the second-year quarterback leap, which is expected. The interior of the offensive line was patched up for Chicago, and their defense has got some dogs on it on that side as well. Like, it's going to be fun. But put me on the spot. Give me the Lions one more time. Give me the Lions to repeat. Schedule's a little bit tougher. Hutchinson's got to get back soon and get back to being a pass rushing menace. The offense is still going to score with the best of them. And Dan Campbell, man, he knows how to coach. So I would still take the Lions in the division.
How about the NFC West? I think it's going to be either the 49ers or the Rams. I keep on vacillating between these two. I'll make my official prediction tomorrow. Rams with the Stafford fear with the back, and then the 49ers, a lot of new faces, and they also have some injury concerns. Who do they lead out west?
That's another division where if you told me the Arizona Cardinals would end up being the winner of the division, I'd be like, okay, they would have to do some things, but I wouldn't say that it couldn't happen. If Trey McBride becomes the best tight end in the league this year, possibly that could happen. If Marvin Harrison blossoms, possibly. If Kyler still is excellent and plays all 17 games, possibly. But the Niners, Brock Purdy got paid. Christian McCaffrey, I talked with George Kittle a few days ago, and Kittle said, everyone better draft Christian McCaffrey #1 overall in their fantasy. Wow. Now, fantasy owners are still like
Jamar Chase.
Well, it depends on if you're PPR or not. But I'll tell you what, let me pose this to you. If I told you that Jamar Chase was going to play all 17 games this year and Christian McCaffrey was guaranteed to play all 17 games, who do you go #1 overall in a PPR league?
I would still go with Jamar Chase because the Bengals don't have a defense. The 49ers do. So it's going to be Madden video games once again for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, I think I might lean CMC in a PPR league if he's going to be healthy the whole year, he can be RB1 even more. I mean, look at Jamar Chase won the Triple Crown last year. No one would argue against him as the #1 overall pick. But that is to say, his guy George Kittle told me, we were talking fantasy football, and he's like, Scott, you better tell everyone to have CMC #1. He looks amazing. He's fresh. He's focused. We'll see if he can stay that way through the first 2 months of the season. But I like the Niners in that division. But if Sam Darnold of 2024 is the Sam Darnold, and he's unlocked that quarterback play, Seattle's going to be in the mix as well. So in the Rams, you're going to count out McVay and company. I think Stafford's Stafford's long-term health is going to, determine that. I think Devontae Adams is going to have a monster year, though, in that McVay offense. And Puka Nacua, of course, who are you going to decide to roll your coverage to with Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua? That's going to be fascinating to watch. But, again, pick a team, San Francisco in the West.
I know you got to run, so wrapping up with you, I think it's crazy the amount of bashing at times the Chiefs have gotten this offseason until someone takes them out in the AFC. How does someone pick against them entering this season to get back to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, is Mahomes still playing quarterback there? Enough said. And I think Travis Kelce didn't have a great year last year. This whole engagement thing and him, settling in his life and being, who he is, and that might have a positive impact on him. I'm not saying off the field stuff was the cause of maybe a little decline in his production last year, but Mahomes is still Mahomes. Andy Reid's still Andy Reid. Chris Jones is still Chris Jones. Until someone proves otherwise, and I think Lamar Jackson's capable, I think Josh Allen's capable, but until they prove otherwise, the Chiefs in the AFC.
Have you ever thought, because she's become a big football fan, obviously with Travis Kelce, when she's not at the games, that there's a chance Taylor Swift is watching you?
I haven't been asked that.
I think you got a chance to be going to the wedding, honestly, if she watches you from time to time. Who doesn't like Scott Hanson?
That would be, I have met both of them in person separately before they coupled up, and I liked both of them. Travis is an absolute charming guy when you talk to him. He's just a good dude to hang around. And then Taylor Swift, she was as lovely as she could have.
When did you meet her?
This is a name drop and a location drop. I met her at the Vanity Fair Oscar party. She was with a girlfriend of hers. I was with a buddy of mine. I don't know if I should be telling this story or not, but so my buddy was Tim Tebow.
Okay.
And Tim and her knew each other, and Tim actually was talking to her friend. And this is way before Tim met his current lovely wife and everything like that. But Tim was chatting up her friend, and so it was Taylor and I, and we just got into this conversation, and I'm thinking, she's not going to pay any attention to what I'm saying and whatnot. She was right there, as present as possible, lovely as possible. And then when we said goodbye, we were talking for 5-10 minutes. She said goodbye, she turned away, and then she turned back and she referenced something that I had mentioned during our conversation and said, and you tell, your brother-in-law, I mentioned my brother-in-law as a fan, and you tell your brother-in-law, Charlie, I said thank you as well for the compliment. I was like, she was listening to every word, and she's in this otherworldly Hollywood party, and who am I? Couldn't have been more lovely, I think, charming. So I'm happy that they're together. And if they're watching right now and they want to throw a wedding invitation, I'll be the announcer at the wedding if they want me to.
Oh, that'd be pretty good. You get Scott Hanson officiating the wedding. That'd be really good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud and privileged to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Travis. I don't know what his middle name is. Kelce.
How about that? And there'd be no commercials at the wedding. It'd be wonderful.
Oh, I'm not going there.
Wait, one last thing.
No, you
I
actually
need
know
out of you.
that wedding would have sponsorships up the chimney.
One last thing, and then I'll let you go. Friend of Taylor Swift, Scott Hanson. Will Taylor Swift be doing the halftime show this year at the Super Bowl?
Sure. Global superstar. If she wants it. Wait, you said should she be, or do I have any information?
Do you have any information?
Oh, no, I do not have any information, but I thought you said should she be, like, in my opinion, 100%. I mean, look, we've seen all the acts that have come and gone in the last handful of years. She's right there or higher than all of them. I mean, she's probably the biggest star on the planet. If she wants to do the show, the NFL would undoubtedly love to have her do the show, and she might put on one of the best halftime shows we've ever seen. The quality of entertainer that she is. I'm double thumbs up if she wants in on that.
He is Scott Hanson. He's the host of NFL Red Zone channel, which is available across cable and satellite TV providers, as well as through NFL Plus and NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube. For more information on how to order NFL Red Zone, visit NFL.com/RedZone. Scott, be well. Appreciate it. Thank you.
See ya.